As you guys know, when I first started social media, I talked about how axes were eventually going to evolve. I was saying it before then. However, we're getting into a day and age where the wooden handled axes might go away. Don't know when, but eventually I think that's going to happen. We're starting to see a lot of steel, polypropylene, polymer style axes like the Fiskars and the Kova Blackthorn and the Cold Steel Warhawk and Trench Hawk. All kinds of different axes are coming out. Stay tuned and watch this video because I'm going to show you guys how in 2025, we're starting to really hit that mark on innovation and how I think some of these axes are going to push through and push the way forward to getting away maybe from wooden handled axes. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Wes, the Suburban Viking. Of course, we got Dave here with us.
Of course.
And we are from Midgard Axe. And today we're going to be talking about axe innovation and design. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I've been saying for a long time that companies were going to start innovating and designing axes that were getting away from wooden handles. They are. I think that's the future. It may not be anytime soon, but I think it's the future. And I saw a couple different axes that I wanted to bring to you guys. I got quite a few of them to show to you. I'm going to start with one really cool one up front, and that is going to be the CRKT Provoke X axe.
Here we go.
It's a folding axe that folds up and you can put into your pocket. I'll put it up on the screen now. Really cool. And guys, this axe, if you don't know, you can go onto YouTube. Some people went to a blade show a couple months ago in Fort Worth, Texas, and they were showing how this axe operates. And basically, it has a switch blade mechanism, so to speak, where you take it out of your pocket and you kind of flick your wrist, and the bit of the axe and the spike on it deploy. Really cool. And if you kind of look at the pictures here, you'll see that it does have a locking mechanism when it comes out and the bit comes out and the spike comes out. It locks into place. And it says on here, the blade and spike are secured open with our industry-leading deadbolt lock and slide into a recessed positions on the handle when closed. Closing the axe automatically sets the safety, which is easily released in either hand and from either side of the handle. Corrosion-resistant titanium nitride coated D2 steel ensures the Provoke X can take a beating, a trustworthy deterrent for all who've learned to expect the unexpected. So basically what they're coming out with is they're coming out with an EDC style, switchblade style axe or hatchet, whatever you want to call it. They're calling it an axe.
It's a hatchet.
It is really small. If you go to the specifications on it, it says that the blade is a D2 steel. It does have a spike, and the blade finish is a titanium nitride. The measurements on it, the blade length or the bit length is coming in at 1.84 inches. The blade thickness is 0.12 inches. The overall length of this thing is coming in at 8.69 inches. And here's the cool thing. The closed length is 8.69 inches. So when you deploy this thing, it is going to be the same length as it is when it's closed. So you're not gaining any length by flicking the bit out with your wrist when you go to deploy it. It's still staying at the same length, which is really cool. It says the handle material is a stainless steel with a glass reinforced overlay. This thing looks really cool. Taking a look at some of the pictures, looks like it's got a belt clip there, and then it has a round circular design where the knob would be, probably to do something with maybe some rope or some paracord or something like that. You can go onto the website and play the video. It'll give you some information. You can also go onto YouTube as well. Some people have gone to Blade Show and actually tested this thing out, deploying it, which was pretty cool as well. Just a very cool design, very innovative, but I will tell you guys, this thing is expensive. $350 for this thing.
Good gracious.
Some people will say it's worth it. Some people say it's not. However, I will say, if you say $350 is too much, this is crazy, I will say it's innovative and the design is awesome. I feel like we're at that point now to where TVs were back in the day. Remember when everybody went from a tube TV to a flat screen? Remember how god-awful expensive those were for my younger people who don't know anything about that? When I was growing up, my grandparents still had the turn dial to turn the channels and the volume on the TV from like the 60s and 70s. But when everybody went from a tube TV to a flat screen TV, those things were really expensive for just a plain old flat screen TV that was still really heavy. Now, of course, you can get a really nice flat screen TV that's fairly light for like $400 or $500. May not have all the bells and whistles as a more expensive one is, but you can own one for pretty cheap compared to what it used to be. And I feel like that's where we're at with the innovation and design with these axes. We're at that really expensive stage where maybe in 5, 10, 15 years, axes like this will come out and they will be probably a quarter or half the price of that, which is really cool. I am really excited about this, if you can't tell, because I love being here when the start of this happens. When you start to see axe innovation and axe design and you can be here as it happens, what a cool place to be in history to see stuff like this happen. It's just awesome. Moving on to some more information I found out. Prandy, the Italian axe manufacturer, is building a company in the United States, Prandy USA, which is really cool. And they are making throwing axes, which is awesome. If you go onto the website, Prandy Italy, you'll see as soon as you come on there, it says Prandy landed in the USA. They're going to start bringing some new axes to us. Taking a look here at my screen, I'll put it up on the screen now for you. We've got a couple different axes they're going to be bringing to us with straight wooden handles, which is really cool. They are German style heads from what it looks like, about 600 grams, which looks like a still head, you know, the German still or the Helkowerk, like the Rhineland hatchet style head. That's what we're going to get from these. We do have a few that have a little bit of a curve in the handle with a tad bit of a hook at the bottom. Not much of a knob though. Doesn't look like it's flared, which is really nice. And then we have a different, it looks like a couple different weights. They do have some interesting looking handles on them. I'm interested to see what they feel like in the hand because they look interesting. And they have a few different head designs. It looks like if you go down a little bit farther, they have what they call a Yankee style head design, which is really cool too. And they got like 3 or 4 different models of those. And that's not including all the axes, guys. I'm just talking about their throwing axes. And they do have some felling axe size throwing axes as well, which is really cool. 28, it's like 28 to 31. And of course, guys, they got a double bit for throwing. So that's really cool. That's something you can look forward to if you like Prandy, and they're going to be bringing some new axes and some throwing axes. So I can't wait to get my hands on some of those. Before we continue, I want to give you guys some information that I found out late last night. And I think you're going to want to know about this because I bought one of them and I want to share it with you guys. Right now, the World Axethrowing League is having a sale. Right now, you can get the Ace of Spades, the Butcher, the Corporal, and the Bad Axe. They're all on sale. And I'm telling you right now, guys, you're going to want to jump on the Ace of Spades. They have a discount code out there. I got one that they gave to me for buying. I don't want to give it out. I don't want to get in trouble with them. I'm sure you could do a little bit of research and find out what the discount code is. But if you go onto their website right now, you can get the Ace of Spades. Let me go to my cart. After the discount, guys, you can get the Ace of Spades right now for $67.
You're shitting me.
That is a hell of a deal. That is a really good axe. The Butcher, with the discount code, you can get around $70-some as a little bit more expensive than the Ace of Spades. But still, the Ace of Spades and the Butcher were going for about $118 to $120 just a week ago. The Corporal and the Bad Axe are coming in at almost Black Friday shopping prices last year in the low 60s. So if you're looking for the Corporal or the Bad Axe or the Butcher or the Ace of Spades, go to the World Axethrowing League right now. They're having a sale on all 4 of those. And the Ace of Spades, I would jump on it, guys. $60-some for the Ace of Spades. I'd do that all day long. Another axe that I found that's coming out in 2025 is the Condor K-Night Tomahawk. Put it up on the screen now, guys. This thing looks really freaking cool. It does have an MSRP of about $200, and that's one thing I'll say, guys, about these all steel axes. They're kind of expensive. They are. However, this one right here looks really cool. It does come with a very, very nice sheath, Kydex style sheath, which looks really awesome. And it does come with a belt loop on the Kydex sheath, which is nice. But getting into this actual axe here, or tomahawk, it says it has a blade length of 6.69 inches and the overall length is about 15.5 inches, coming in at 25.75 ounces, which is 730 grams. It is a 1075 high carbon steel with a convex grind. And the handle is a micarta handle, which is really cool. Guys, check out that handle and how gorgeous that looks. It almost looks like snakeskin.
Snakes give me the creeps.
Looks really damn cool. And it says that it's very versatile and it's really designed with tactical in mind. The back of this pole here has a spike. There is no pole. There's a spike back there. So you have your bit and your spike. What they did with the knob was they extended the steel out and made it a little thicker so you can use the knob to pound stuff with. So your pole is in your knob on this tomahawk here, which is pretty innovative and cool. I will say that. And I think this thing's going to be awesome. Like I said, I think it's going to come around 150 bucks. I'm going to get one of these when they release because I do like some of Condor products like the Francisca axe. But this thing looks really cool, and I wanted to bring it to you guys because it is something new dropping by Condor. I don't think you can buy it yet. There's nothing on here that says you can buy it just yet, but they said it's going to drop in 2025, and it looks pretty damn cool. Another company that's come out with an innovative axe is Ridge Runner Blades. Put it up on your screen now. I'm looking at it now. It's called the Rum Runner axe. Pretty freaking cool, guys. And I will tell you, this thing looks awesome as well. And I bet it's got an awesome price tag, but I can't see the price on here. It doesn't give it to me. It says that it's currently out of stock and unavailable, but they did say they were going to release it this year. Pretty cool, guys. 80 CR VR2, full tapered tang construction, which means you get steel all the way down to the knob. It is coming in at 13 inches overall, and it does have a Kydex sheath. I'm trying to see on here if it says anything on here about the handle material, additional information. The handle is rubber. It does have a micarta handle, just like the Condor axe that we were just looking at. And it says that the handle also has a curly black walnut too, which is really cool. And if you look down there at the bottom, it does have a hole in it for a lanyard or a rope. This thing looks really awesome. I'd be interested in getting this thing. I got a feeling that thing would fly very well in the air. So here's another one I wanted to bring to you. There's no price on it yet. It says it's unavailable, but I would keep your eyes out on it and check out Ridge Runner Blades. They've got some really cool, innovative stuff on their website too. I don't know anything about them. So if you guys have any experience with them, please put it in the comments section for me and for other people to see. But this thing right here looks pretty damn cool. Whew, I just saw the price tag on this next axe and I about had a heart attack. However, I will say they have a pretty big name. RMJ Tactical, RMJ USA. If you don't know who they are, go check them out. They do a lot of design work for the CRKT axes, like the Jenny Wren. He has a version of the Jenny Wren on his website. It's a little bit different and it's a little bit more expensive, but it mimics the same design. They have a new axe out that came out at Blade Show this year as well called the Kestrel Scout Light. Whew. $515. Good gracious, that is a crazy amount of money. Could be worth it. I don't know. I would like to get some RMJ Tactical axes this year. I think it'd be cool. The Kestrel Scout Light is 13 inches long and features a full tang construction made from 80 CRV2, which is the same material as the Ridge Runner was made out of. Comes with a carbon steel with a tungsten Cerakote finish for corrosion resistance and wear. I do like the fact that they use a Cerakote finish. Guys, if you don't know anything about Cerakote, you can go check it out. A lot of people use Cerakote finishes on their pew-pews. They seem to work really well. I've got a couple done on my pew-pews. They hold up pretty well. It says the Tomahawk features a 3-inch forward-facing edge that is razor sharp combined with a hammer pole that offers additional versatility. I do see the hammer pole in the back. It looks like it might be a little thin, just from the pictures that I'm looking at. It doesn't look like it is a very thick. Well, it might be. I don't know. I can't really tell because it's not given a look from the back. But I will tell you guys, the sheath looks pretty damn cool. It's very tactical sheath, Kydex. Looks like it's got a drop leg holster on it, or maybe you could put it in some molly. you could probably do either or with it, but more probably for like a backpack, putting it on Molly. And it does have another snap that runs underneath the Kydex that holds the actual axe into the sheath. Go check out his stuff. I tell you what, I'm looking at one right now called the Berserker, $660.
We are going to go broke.
But I think it's freaking cool. That is cool. I could spend some money on his website. I've seen his website a few times, and I almost pulled the trigger a few times, but you know.
But you knew better. The wife would have you sleeping outside.
For the price of that, I could get a lot of other axes to review. So maybe when I start making money on YouTube, I'll buy a bunch of these because I would love to get into them, guys, but I can't afford to do a review on $500 and $600 axes every week. I'd be broke. But these things are awesome looking. I would, somebody who wants a really nice axe. It looks like he produces some great stuff. I don't have any experience with this stuff other than the stuff that he's designed for CRKT. If you got any experience with RMJ Tactical, put it in the comments section. I'm interested to know if you guys have any experience with any of his axes. I like going through and checking for new axes just about every week or every other week. I am obsessed with axes and throwing axes, so it's something I do regularly. And when I find stuff like this, I like bringing it to you guys because it's very innovative, and I do like the design in which some of these manufacturers are going above and beyond and trying to do something different. I do notice that a lot of the axes that have been coming out, throwing axes, tomahawks, so on and so forth, have really started to kind of gravitate towards the tactical side, which is fine. You guys don't know much about me on that side of my life, but I love tactical stuff. I just can't put a lot of it on YouTube. I'll probably get banned, but I love some tactical stuff. And if you guys stick around, because I'm about to do an axe and I've got a tactical intro to it, it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool. So come back and check that one out. But I do like the innovative design work that these companies have been doing with a lot of these new axes that are coming out. A lot of them going with all steel. I've noticed that, with some type of overlay grip with, screws or some type of rivet going through it. I do, just my personal opinion, kind of working with these axes. I tend to like the ones with screws more than rivets, because screws can always be tightened. You can always Loctite them. If it breaks, they're really easy to replace, where with rivets, it's more of a pain. And rivets with missed throws, even with hard throws, guys, sinking the bit deep in the target with hard throws, rivets will start to loosen up. They just do, in my experience. CRKT did, and there's a couple other axes that I've got that got rivets in them that loosened up as well. But those bolts, man, you can lock those down pretty hardcore if you needed to, and you can unscrew them if you needed to. Whereas you're kind of stuck with what you got with rivets. I'm interested to see what the future holds. We're getting there. We're getting there, and I would like to get some of these axes to throw. They're just, man, they're way out of my price range, guys. They just are. I think the most I've spent on axes is the Gransforsbruk broad axe, which you guys know is about $370, which brings me to my next thing. So with that being said, we're making a goal for this year. Me, the wife, and Dave sat down the other night and talked about it.
Damn right.
And we think we can do it. If I can hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, we're going to do a huge giveaway. Huge giveaway. It's a tall feat.
Tall? More like a cross-country trip.
It is. But I think we can do it, Dave. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. If I can reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away a Gransforsbruk broad axe. As you guys know, that axe is coming close to $400. I'll give that away. And I'll up the ante on it. You can either take it the way it comes, just how it comes from Gransfors, and I'll send it to you just like that, or I'll put a design in it for whoever wins it. Whatever design you want. I can do a design like this. I can do a design like my modern day Dane axe. I can put whatever design you want in it. We'll talk. We'll come up with a design. Whoever wins it, and I'll put a design in it, and I'll make a video on it. So there we go. 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and you get a Gransforsbruk broad axe. One lucky winner, and I'll design it for you. Pretty cool. And for the love of God, Kent 40-aught Aldridge, would you please contact me? You won the Condor Francisca axe. I have yet to hear from you. If you want the axe, you got to contact me, man. I don't know if you just haven't watched any videos since the drawing or what, but you got to contact me at some point because it's sitting here collecting dust. And I don't like when axes sit in my house and collect dust. They need to have pine sap on them. They need to be marked up. The bits need to not be as shiny as that one is. It needs some scratches on it, man. So contact me so I can send it to you. Okay, bud? Thanks. We're out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the new subscribers. If you guys have any questions, please put it down in the comment section. If you guys know of any axes that are coming out in 2025 or maybe have already dropped that you think I would like to know about, or maybe some of the other people out there would like to know about it, put it in the comment section. I'll do another video like this next week and we'll cover whatever axes you guys put down. I like doing these style videos. So appreciate all your support. I've got one axe that's sitting over there. Pretty cool, guys. It's pretty cool. I redesigned the handle, put a cool design on it. You guys are going to get into this video, and I got a really cool intro for it. I'm going to go film it tomorrow, so it should drop either Thursday or Saturday this week. It looks pretty cool. We'll see how it flies. We'll see how it flies. It's interesting design, but I think it's going to be a good flyer, at least for single rotation. We'll see. But thanks for everything everybody does to make this channel what it is. Me and Dave are going to get out of here. Thanks for all the support. But until next time, guys, see ya. Let's go, Dave.
I was ready 10 minutes ago.